So this morning during live chat on this morning's premiere, I've got a premiere every morning at 9 o'clock. Somebody said, "Hey, have you heard about what's going on in Springfield, Ohio?" And I was like, that rings a bell. What's the deal there? And I read so many news stories that they all kind of run together after a while. I was like, no, what? And in between the time that individual responded, I did a quick Google search, and apparently we've got pets being abducted and eaten by, allegedly, the Haitian community in Springfield, Ohio. They're taking people's pets and they're eating them. There is zero proof out there that I can find so far, but there was testimony at a city council meeting in Springfield by an individual who appears credible, and we're going to watch that footage. In fact, right now, let's just watch that footage. Why don't we do that? And he's talking about a duck, not the Oregon Ducks, a duck. Here we go. All right, we're going to read this article too, because, why not? But J.D. Vance is kind of mixed up in this, and I find this dude to be credible. I don't know. Here we go.
I think it's kind of odd that a guy like me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun, because I see what's going on in these streets, and I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits, and I'm getting out here every day, and I'm broadcasting this, and you guys are just sitting up there in suits. I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into... They flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't know how, y'all can be comfortable with this. I don't know, who's getting paid from it. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. You got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me tonight, FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants, because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. Y'all get the Highway State Patrol down here.
That's all right. That's the allegation right there. Let's replay that. Now, he doesn't hone in on that. He just mentions this as an incident that has happened. And apparently it's happened enough where he brings it up as if this is a regular occurrence. Let's play that one more time.
And eating them y'all get you're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. Y'all get the Highway State Patrol down here every week, and then y'all get a task force for the Highway State Patrol, and they look for guns and they look for dope and this and that and the fourth. That same people that y'all got riding up and down Limestone doing U-turns, pulling people over for blinkers and pulling people over for going left to center and a couple miles over. Y'all can take them same people, the Highway State Patrol, and you can take them in every single one of their silver Chargers and Dodge Durangos, and y'all can take them to Sunset, and y'all can park them right over there, and y'all can teach people how to drive, since the Highway State Patrol knows so much about traffic laws and know what to do in traffic. They need to, y'all pay them, they can go over there and teach these Haitians how to drive, because it's getting I'm getting thousands of views on these. And it's going to get bigger, and it's only going to get worse. And y'all sitting up there in these chairs, all y'all need to get out here and do something. Y'all making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Y'all need to put on a t-shirt.
I want to see a video of, one of the illegals. Are these illegal? I don't even know, right? One of the immigrants doing that at the park. I want to see that. All right. This guy goes on to say kind of much of the same. But that is the only, and he doesn't offer any proof either of this happening. But let's just go ahead and read the story. Can't take it anymore. Residents of Springfield, Ohio beg for help after 20,000 Haitians overwhelm city, eat local wildlife. That's not good. But could this story be a reality? Absolutely. People are hungry. In other parts of the world, A duck, if you see a duck, it's fair game. You eat it. You eat it. It's not like, just leave that duck alone. It's fine. Why are there so many ducks at the park? I don't know. Let's go eat one. And that's what you do. You grab it because they're domesticated and they're wah, 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 wah. And you just grab it by the neck and you whack its head, or you just, it's like a winged duck you shoot, right? Yeah, everybody knows about that, right? You bring a duck down, it's winged, and you got to wring its neck, right? And then you got a dead duck, and then you eat a dead duck, and you eat, meat. So, what the issue is we don't have any real support for the whole pet thing in Springfield, Ohio. I mean, because there's rumors, right? The city of Springfield, population 60,000, has been overwhelmed by roughly 20,000 Haitian illegal immigrants who flock to the city, exacerbating a significant housing crisis, according to city officials, and eating pets and wildlife, according to locals. During an August 27th city commission meeting, one local resident said that Haitians were in the park grabbing ducks, cutting the heads off, and eating them. That is not outside of the realm of possibility. Do you know what I mean? Let's get to this one. That is not outside the realm of being believable, because ducks are food and you kill them and eat them. It's no different than eating a chicken, except you don't find chickens running around your local park, and you don't see chickens landing in the water and you go, oh, look at that duck. That's so pretty. No, you don't do that. But in other parts of the world, where these folks, Haiti, eat whatever you can, right? I mean, you've got some real issues in Haiti, some fundamental issues in Haiti. So this idea of somebody grabbing one at the park, yeah, it's that to me seems reasonable. I have no reason to believe it did or it didn't happen other than this guy's evidence. Another local resident posted to a Facebook group that their neighbor had a cat go missing, only to see it hanging from a branch like you do a deer for butchering, and the Haitians were carving it up to eat. Again, that was on somebody's Facebook page. That could be complete nonsense. We don't know. So you can't go believing that. I believe virtually nothing on Facebook. It's just nonsense. It's filled with nonsense and just littered with crap. Same thing with Twitter. I refuse to call it X. Instagram, I mean, take your pick. Any of these things, you've really got to look at what you're looking at. And that makes no sense. That was a Kamala Harris statement, wasn't it? Yeah. So Springfield is a small town in Ohio. 4 years ago, they had 60,000 residents. Under Biden and Harris, 20,000 Haitian immigrants were shipped to the town. Now ducks and pets are disappearing. Well, okay, I would believe the first three sentences. And then after that, now ducks and pets are disappearing. Give me some proof that this is happening. I want to say, hey, I would believe that if I had some proof. I have this guy's one testimony that we saw. All right. Okay. All right. What is he basing that on? Did he see that? I want to see a video of it, because if it's happening all the time, how about this dude here? Now, when I first look at this, I think, well, you've got a guy that's carrying a goose? That looks like a Canadian goose. See if I can get that bigger. That's a frickin' Canadian goose. Maybe he found that on the side of the road. I don't know. But this is a goose. This is not a duck, right? Let's be clear on that. That's illegal to kill out of season without a permit. That is illegal to kill anywhere in North America, I believe. I don't know my Ohio, but this looks like it's the urban part of Ohio. And the fact that you've got a goose here that's dead. Other thoughts. He picked it up off the side of the road, or he himself killed it. But killing a goose, that's a struggle. Those animals, they're nasty animals. They're just, yeah. And this guy's, he doesn't look like he's destitute. Like, okay, yeah. I am down to my last nickel. He's got a work bag here. He's got a nice coat on. He's got a collared shirt. He's got decent shoes. He looks like a good guy. Maybe he just found this goose on the side of the road. And there's a lot of people. I know a lot of folks that would stop to pick up a deer, an elk, got knocked down by a car. This thing gets knocked down by a car. Pick up your goose. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm not trying to make excuses for what's going on, but you got to filter through the reality, because oftentimes what you're hearing is just wah, 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 a bunch of nonsense. Now, we are going to spend some time looking at how the mainstream media is handling this, and it's about as you would figure, because the stories that we're looking at right now, those are stories from the right side of things, and by that I mean right and left, right? And also from the right side. Okay, anyway. While the cat claim has been refuted by as racist fear-mongering, others have provided receipts showing that cats are indeed part of Haitian cuisine. Oh, recipes. Here's my favorite Aunt whatever her name's cat recipe. Oh. I was thinking about this after this came up, and I was like, you can eat damn near anything that's an animal. You can eat a rat if you want to. If you're hungry enough, you can eat a rat. Eat anything that has meat on it, right? So it can be done. And it's no different skinning, a duck or a goose or a cat, except that we think of cats as something, you play with and pet, spend a lot of money on. And, people just treat their pets better than their kids. Another local told the city that she can't take it anymore as Haitian immigrants are littering on her yard and harassing she and her husband. Okay, that's one thing to have Haitians who are dumping garbage and who can't drive. It's another to accuse them of eating your pets. But it does sound like a lot of pets have gone missing. Who is eating them? I don't know. I don't have any proof. I don't have any news stories that say definitively this is what's going on, but it also doesn't seem unlikely. I'll leave it at that part. It doesn't seem unlikely. My mom, who was born and raised in Australia, didn't leave Australia till 16, tells a story as when she was a kid, she and her mom were, I think, getting off the bus, mass transit in Australia, right? You got a bus, you get there. They didn't have a car. My grandfather was a pastor, and they had immigrated from Scotland. So Scotland, Australia, and then my mom went to Australia, London, and then U.S., Seattle. But when my mom was growing up in Australia, she tells the story of getting off a bus, and a lady had a bag with a dead duck in it. And the dead duck decided during the bus trip, just as the bus was stopping, that the on instinct, whatever that is, even when it's dead, it got up with no head and walked off the bus, ran off the bus with the lady chasing it. She was chasing her duck because, that was dinner for the night. So this concept of people eating, duck taken from the lake, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. I've killed many, many, many ducks, and I have eaten those ducks. So, kill it and grill it, right? I mean, absolutely heartbreaking moment. Springfield, Ohio resident tells mayor that she can't take it anymore. I've watched this video as well. It's a woman who's just frustrated that illegals have taken over her neighborhood and specifically her yard, and she's upset about that. Tensions came to a boil last year after an illegal immigrant from Haiti caused a school bus crash last August, killing 11-year-old Aiden Clark after the child was thrown out of the emergency exit as the bus rolled off the road. Okay. That still doesn't mean people are killing ducks in the middle of the town park and eating them. It doesn't mean people's pets are, being eaten by the Haitians, but it also doesn't mean that they're doing that either. We have no evidence one way or the other. I just have the one testimony. And so you've got a lot of those kind of crazy comments, and many of them are unjustified. But could it happen? Absolutely. This is not. And then you've got, hey, Haitians, they're cannibals. And you're like, okay, all right, okay. Maybe so. And then you've got this narrative of, Haitians are cannibals and Joe Biden's uncle got eaten by a cannibal in the Pacific. Just a lot of those are just stories. They're just stuff. And historically, yeah, that may have been true about the Haitians back in the day. Okay. All right. But that doesn't mean you transfer that information to the ones here in the United States. But again, the duck thing, I could see that happening. That's not out of the realm of possibility. J.D. Vance repeats baseless claim Haitian immigrants are eating pets as Ohio officials say there is no evidence. I want to see some evidence, but you know what? You know what's crazy is mainstream media what is this? ABC, this is CBS. CBS, NBC, ABC, they will automatically first thing go to, is there any evidence? If there's not, then it's a baseless claim. Totally baseless claim without even checking out any evidence that is out there. They will automatically go with, oh, this is a baseless claim. This has no basis in reality. And then they'll immediately go to something else that was considered a baseless claim. You know what I mean? They go so fast and so hard to cover the illegals because it's all a political deal, right? Officials in Springfield, Ohio said Monday they have not received any credible reports. There you go. Credible reports of Haitian immigrants abducting and eating pets, despite viral claims in social media that have been amplified by Republican vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance and others. References to the claim, which allege Haitian migrants have been eating cats as well as ducks and geese, have garnered millions of views on X, with Vance's X post racking up 9.2 million views alone. As of Tuesday morning, Vance, the Republican senator for Ohio, said he had previously raised the issue of Haitian immigrants causing chaos all over Springfield. Okay. All right. Okay. They can't drive, or they're not able to drive as well as some other groups. Maybe we can say that without, they have difficulties driving, period. Okay. All right. Reports now show that people have had their pets abducted and eaten by people who shouldn't be in this country. Okay. So if you're going to throw that out there, you need to have some pretty unbiased proof that this is going on. Otherwise, myself, along with everybody else, I shouldn't say everybody else, but folks who don't want to believe this are going to go, where's the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? And yes, that is required. We need to have that. And that's why I'm saying, hey, this is an example of somebody testifying that ducks are being eaten from, the lake in the center of town, whatever it is. So the House Judiciary GOP Senator Ted Cruz and Elon Musk, the owner of X, also posted about the claim on Monday. Cruz, a Texas Republican, posted a meme on X showing two cats holding each other with text that reads, "Please vote for Trump so Haitian immigrants don't eat us." I mean, okay, whether it's true or not, that's funny. I mean, okay, now we're not gonna go around eating kittens, but in other cultures they do. So it's not that crazy. It's just, where's the proof? Where's the proof? That's what I want to know. The claim. Wow, it's not. You see how these articles are written? They're so one-sided. They're so one-sided. The claim. As if it's, well, I'm surprised they didn't say the bogus claim. Well, it's not possible to say where the claim originated. The Springfield News-Sun reported that it may be linked to a viral post in a Springfield Facebook group. In the Facebook group, a person says a neighbor's daughter's friend neighbor, daughter, friend, lost her cat and later found it hanging from a branch near a Haitian neighbor's house. All right. And they're getting ready to carve it up and have Sunday dinner. Okay. Again, neighbor's daughter's friend lost her cat. So that's coming back, the telephone game. Who knows, right? Who knows? The post appears to be in a private Facebook group. Okay, so it's not something that we can go to and look. And even if we could, that doesn't mean that it actually happened. Use your common sense, right? Whether you want to believe it or not, just take it with a grain of salt. What's going on? Well, there's a bunch of rumors circulating around, And I got one guy who testifies that, yeah, ducks are being eaten. Okay. All right. So that's all you got. That's what I have been able to personally ascertain. Are there other instances where people are able to personally verify that? Maybe there are. Maybe there are. But I haven't seen any instances of that. But then I also go to, you know what? That's not that crazy, because other cultures eat food that, you know, we look upon as, oh, you're eating a dog? Good Lord, what's wrong with you? Well, you know, back home, we eat a lot of dogs, and it's just not that big of a deal. You put enough barbecue sauce on anything, and it tastes pretty good. Kill it and grill it. Ohio police have no credible reports of Haitian immigrants harming pets, contradicting J.D. Vance's claim. Well, just because the police don't have a credible report doesn't mean that it's not happening. It just means they don't have a credible report. Period. Contradicting J.D. Vance's claims. Now, what they should say is J.D. Vance's claims are not supported by what the police have on file. Period. That's what it should say. But we don't want to do that. We need to spin this because, you know, this is news for the masses. This is NBC. This is Lester Holt, right? So it's probably not Lester Holt, but who cares? Police in Springfield, Ohio said Monday they had received no credible reports of immigrants harming pets. And you know what'll happen is enough heat will go on this. Somebody will bring up a video, and then somebody else will shoot a video of this happening. Because if this is happening now, it's going to keep happening, right? People don't get unhungry as time goes on. They may become more aware of their surroundings and go, and somebody might tell them, hey, you know what? In Estados Unidos, you can't just walk down to a local lake and take one of the ducks for your own eating. That's not, you know, live duck pool there for you to take dinner and or lunch from. That's not how we do it here. Those are protected animals, especially here in downtown. And so, yeah, I know back home you might just snag one and, you know, consider it get eaten, but we don't eat those. And here's another list of, you know, pets that we don't eat. No cats, no dogs, horses are a no-go here. Just to clarify, I know they're a big animal, but even small horses, still not a good. Any pets, anything that's domesticated, consider that to be off limits. Have that talk, right? The senator from Ohio, J.D. Vance, as well as other Republican lawmakers and several conservative commenters, have in recent days asserted without evidence that the arrival of thousands of immigrants from Haiti had created chaos in Springfield. Chaos. So we're trying to paint this picture of chaos in Springfield, like we're trying to paint the picture of chaos in Aurora, Colorado, by 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗧𝗛. Now, some of that stuff I believe to be, I think there is evidence out there that 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗧𝗛 has, you know, effectively taken hold of control of some of those buildings. I don't think that that is just a story out of the, out of thin air. I think those things are happening. I just don't have any evidence to support, Kitty is being eaten. I don't have that. But again, that could happen. I could totally see that happening. Until we do, though, in a post on X, Vance wrote Monday that people have had their pets abducted and eaten by people who shouldn't be in this country. So there's, okay. So JD, you gotta have, especially if you're going to be vice president, you can't just crank those things out and then expect not to be a little bit of scrutiny, a little bit of pushback on the fact that, hey, where did you get this information from? Is this a rumor or is this truth? Because if it's truth, hey, great. Let me know the source. I'll check it out. I'll run it down. If it appears to be, because even if somebody says it, doesn't mean it's not true. Doesn't mean it's true. It means somebody said something. And I believe that to be true oftentimes. But when you start to dig down on so many of these stories, it's just a bunch of nonsense that appears like that could happen, and it might have happened, but you don't know if it actually did happen. That's the harsh reality. And so many of us just want to believe, they're eating pets, they're eating the ducks, they're eating kitty for lunch, they're eating kitty. All right. Till I see definitive proof of it, I'm going to go with, all right, you got some good rumors floating around. Those are entertaining rumors. And I think those could be rumors about, reality, but until such time. Additionally, there have been no verified instances of immigrants engaging in illegal activities such as squatting or littering in front of residents' homes. Furthermore, no reports have been made regarding members of the immigrant community deliberately disrupting traffic, the police said. They have to go with what they have, which is, who knows if that's true? Because you could have city officials saying, hey, you know what? Let's keep a lid on the whole, Haitian thing. Let's keep a lid on that, a little down low on that, because that does not look good. And local police, would they say, okay, yeah. They've got to come out with a statement, and their statement is that, nobody's deliberately disrupting traffic. Okay. Is that the claim? Yeah. So, that's what our claim was from our dude at the council meeting, right? Hey, they're running into stuff. They're running into garbage cans. They're flipping cars. Yeah, that has happened. It has happened, but deliberately disrupting traffic. It sounds like they're just bad drivers or inexperienced drivers. A high volume of calls and emails over the last past several weeks from concerned citizens in Springfield, and that his tweet is based on what he is hearing from them. Okay, but you see how that is the echo chamber, right? If they say it and then I repeat it, it sounds like it's true, but it may not be. So just be super careful with what you hear. And hey, if this is a true story, I'll come right back on here and go, here's the deal. Here's my proof. This is what we got going on. Remember when we talked about that rumor? Well, that rumor is we've got definitive proof. And I want to see a video. I want to see a video that can prove a timestamp of when this happened. Because having a guy walk along a street with a Canadian goose upside down, clearly dead, that's just a guy carrying a Canadian goose that's dead on the side of the street. Don't know when it is. Don't know where it is. Know nothing about it. So I want something beyond that. I want something like, hey, this happened in Springfield and it happened in downtown, whatever. This happened. All right. And from then I will go from there and we'll see what we got. So what have we learned today? Yeah, everything's a big maybe, isn't it? It's a maybe until it's not. Thanks so much for being here. Catch up with you in the next one. Bye for now.